In this video, I'm going to be doing a review and a brief demonstration of a product called Bissell Steam Shot. So these are the parts that come with the Bissell Steam Shot. You have the unit itself, which you fill up with water, and you fill it up with water using this cup right here. And they suggest you use at least filtered water, or you could use distilled water. I simply run the water through my water filter that I have on my tap, and it seems to work just fine. And then you have some different attachments. There's some different styles of attachments that come with it. And of course you have the owner's manual. And then the other important part that you have is this tube. The tube here attaches to the front of the unit like this. Let's see if I can snap it on with one hand. Okay, so that's snapped on there. And so once the unit is up to pressure, you simply release the steam with your thumb like that, and then with the thing in your other hand, you can kind of, as the steam comes out, you can kind of scrub. And the steam does a pretty effective job of sort of blasting dirt and grease loose, and the beauty of it is you don't need any kind of cleaning soap or solvent. You can simply blast the stuff loose with the steam and then come along with a rag and wipe it dry. So I filled the reservoir with 6 ounces of filtered water from my kitchen water tap, and so I'm going to pour that into the top of the unit. And then once it's inside the unit, you go ahead and plug it into the household current, and a light will light up basically when it's ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and pour the water in now. I've emptied the water into the top of the unit right there, and so we have this plug. And this is very important because this is once the unit's plugged in, then it gets hot enough to make steam, and of course the steam is under probably a tremendous amount of pressure. So that screws in, and it doesn't have to be super tight. You just screw it to the point where I think it won't let you screw it too tight. It actually has a release so that it'll only screw about as tight. Well, actually, I need to push down. That was what the problem was. So you have to actually push down, and it doesn't have to be super tight. It can just, they said it could just be finger tight. And so I'm going to go ahead and plug the unit into the household current. Okay, and so we see the light right there, and that LED actually will change color in a couple of minutes once the unit is up to pressure. Alright, so when it gets up to temperature, the light actually turns out, and then it'll come back on as needed as long as it's plugged in order to maintain the temperature for the steam. So now I'm going to demonstrate. I'm going to push down on the lever here with my thumb, holding it in my right hand, and we should be able to see a serious amount of steam shoot out of the end right there. And so this is going to be difficult, but what I'm going to try to do is probably prop the phone up, because it's going to take both hands in order for me to be able to demonstrate this thing in action. So I'm going to sit that down and see if I can position the camera so that this thing is viewable in action. This is going to be difficult for me to do by myself, but you can probably see, sort of dark down there, but they're down in the crack near my cook stove, down at the edge of the floor next to the, at the linoleum back there in the corner. There is some dirt, and so I'm going to try to demonstrate how I'll use this thing to clean those, that corner and sort of along the edge of the linoleum right here. Alright, so I have the hose attached, and so what I'm going to try to do, and I don't know how well it's going to show up, but I'm scrubbing right here. What I'm doing is scrubbing with the little brush right here, and I'm scrubbing there's a considerable amount of dirt right there on the linoleum that's kind of in the corner. So I'm going to stop that right now, and I've got a rag right here, and I'm going to go ahead and wipe where I've scrubbed, and it has broken the dirt loose, and that dirt would be, I know from experience, would be difficult even with a chemical cleaner to sort of break it loose. And so I've cleaned this area, and now I've wiped it. I've wiped the water loose, and so let me make a close-up of it. Alright, so now you can see that that area is actually clean. And that area, as compared to on over here in the corner, again, I don't know how well that's showing up, but I've got some other areas I want to clean all along here, all along that area. It also works good on cook stoves. You can also use it on things like your kitchen faucet or your bathroom faucets. You could use it in the drain, if because sometimes the drains can kind of get pretty nasty, and so it's an inexpensive product. I purchased it with through Amazon. I'm an Amazon Prime member, and it cost me $38, and that was with the free 2-day Amazon Prime shipping. So that is the Bissell Steam Shot. $38 for sale on Amazon.com and probably some other sites. It's not going to, there is a little bit of work involved, and obviously with, where I'm cleaning right now, I'm going to have to get down on my hands and knees to do it, but it's a lot easier using the steam. And then the thing that I really like is that the steam does a super effective job of blasting caked on dirt, grease, grime. It simply blows it away, and you can just scrub it away, and then you just wipe the residue off with a dry rag. So it really makes an effective way of cleaning, and in some cases it works better than even if you're trying to clean with chemicals. This actually works better, and it's just using the power of nothing but steam.